Douglas Ross, was this U-turn inevitable?
Well, the Chancellor has clearly listened. You know, we've seen the response from the markets, the response from MPs and the response from the country, that the area of the budget that people were most concerned about was the 45p rate of tax being reduced. I think there's an awful lot of good stuff in the budget. It's right that that goes ahead, but it's also right that the Chancellor listens, responds, and he's acted on that now.
So have the Prime Minister and the Chancellor, in your view, done the right thing today?
Yeah, I think it's right that any politician looks at the reaction to a policy, and if it clearly doesn't have the support of the parliamentary party, but for me more importantly the country, then they should look at that, and that's exactly what the Chancellor has done. He's listened, he's looked at the situation, and he's acted today by saying that cut won't go ahead. But let's remember there's an awful lot of good stuff in the budget that, if implemented in Scotland, will see 2.4 million Scots paying less tax than they are at the moment. But we need to hear from the Scottish Government that they will do that.
Okay, so you are U-turning too then, because just days ago you were backing the mini budget and you were urging the Scottish Government to follow suit on cutting the top rate of tax.
The budget as a whole was positive, that I want to see those tax cuts, particularly for those lower earners, just starting to pay tax.
Back the budget as a whole, and that meant backing a cut to the top rate of tax. So you were U-turning.
And I still back the budget. I think it's a really positive budget.
You don't back the top rate of tax
I think
anymore.
It's a really positive budget that delivers growth for Scotland and across the UK. It's really important that we get that back in our economy. It'll help the whole country, and there's positive issues in there that we have to get behind and support.
So do you regret saying that then, backing that?
Well, I said that the budget as a whole had a lot in there to deliver growth in Scotland and across the UK. That's still the case. There is a lot of positive issues within the budget, but the one area that caused significant concern has been removed.
I mean, this U-turn today solves, I suppose, a political problem, because many MPs were saying they weren't going to be prepared to back a top cut tax rate. It doesn't solve the fact that there's still an economic problem. It's too late for people who maybe have had their mortgages withdrawn because of all this.
Well, again, you know, the government have looked at that. They have looked at the response to the mini budget announced 10 days ago, and they've responded to the concerns that people had, the concerns people articulated, and they've responded to that.
Is there a credibility issue here, though? Has Liz Truss kind of almost irreparably damaged the reputation of your party as a party that is safe on the economy?
Where would the credibility be if the government didn't respond to the concerns that were raised?
Do you think there should be any other U-turns? What about lifting the cap on bankers' bonuses?
Well, again, that's to ensure that the United Kingdom is somewhere that people will come and invest and grow the economy.
That should stay.
Well, I'm saying, we've got to ensure that there are opportunities to grow the economy. One of the areas that the Chancellor has outlined to doing that is through the bankers' bonus. There is an awful lot of positive stuff in the mini budget, and I understand that hasn't been considered going forward, but I know Scotch whisky in my own area really welcomed the fact that the spirits duty increase was frozen again. I know that businesses, CBI, Federation of Small Businesses and others welcome the plan to grow the economy. That's really important in Scotland, as it is in every part of the United Kingdom, and I want to see that being taken forward as quickly as possible.
Are you aware of any plots to oust you as leader of the Scottish Conservative Party?
No, I'm not. I've read all the anonymous briefings in the papers, and the fact that they're anonymous means I can't go and speak to anyone about it. But my overriding mission is to ensure that we challenge this failing, tired Scottish Government that is letting down individuals, families and communities right across the country, and put forward our alternative vision. I want to see opportunities for all right across Scotland, and that's what I've been outlining here at conference.
Can you tell me today you're confident you'll still be Scottish Conservative leader by Christmas?
Yes, I can.
Will the Prime Minister still be Prime Minister by Christmas?
Yes, she will.
And will the Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng, still be Chancellor by Christmas, or even within a few weeks' time?
Yes, he will.
Absolutely confident in all those three things?
Well, one of them's a decision for me, the other two are decisions for other people. The one I'm responsible for is absolutely 100%.